I've thought about various jobs that I would do throughout my life. A correctional officer never even crossed my mind. To be in this type of environment, you're essentially in prison.
Yes.
You get to go home at the end of the day, but during the 8 hours of your shift, you're right there with all the prisoners, having to deal with your friends getting assaulted, COs get killed. That is not something that's that uncommon. At one point, did you say, why am I working here? I could go do something else. I could be a police officer. I can go back into the military. I could do whatever.
No, because at that time frame, things made sense. The California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation made sense. There was rules and regulations and policies and laws, and we abided by them, and everything was fine. If you violated the policy, then you got consequences. You either got fired, you got a pay reduction, suspended, demoted. We were encouraged to fight crime. We were encouraged to look for contraband, to look for drugs, to look for weapons. And then everything switched to where it is current times. No, don't look for drugs. Don't look for weapons. These inmates are your friends. They're just misunderstood. They suffered trauma. You need to get to know them. You need to befriend them. And everything's going to be fine and dandy. So I could tell you that didn't work. I could have told you before that wasn't going to work. So a lot more staff assaults, a lot more murders. I mean, we just had another murder in High Desert 2 days ago. We're averaging almost a murder a day in the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation.
A murder a day in California.
Almost. It is freaking bad. It is the worst that I've ever heard of.
You didn't exactly answer my question. I mean, yes, there was structure and everything else like that, but you're still in prison every day with criminals who are assaulting each other right. and your coworkers.
Well, at that time I figured it's what I'm good at. There's no, I'm not good at crunching numbers. I'm not good at working at a McDonald's. I'm not good at, cash. At the time I didn't have people skills,
Right, but you could have been a cop.
Well, they got a polygraph test for a cop. So to be brutally honest, it's I don't think I would have made it. And I didn't like cops.
The drug use and
because
stuff
of
like
the drug use.
Okay. So you can't admit to ever taking drugs and become a cop?
Correct. I mean, they got strict policies.
Huh. Even if it's in your past and you're not?
I mean, there's ways through cracks. I mean, there's all kinds of people.
Fair enough. Okay, and you said you experienced 3 race riots.
Yeah.
In the dorms.
Yep.
Blacks versus Mexicans?
Blacks versus Mexicans all 3 times.
Who usually won those race riots?
There was really no clear winner, right? Usually whoever had the most numbers.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was mostly Mexican though, wasn't it?
Mostly Mexican, especially down south. Mexicans outnumbered the blacks down south. In those, the Mexicans won, the Southern Hispanic, right? But I've also been in ones in Donovan where, the blacks did end up coming out on top against the whites and then again on the Mexicans. So it kind of just varies, whoever has the numbers.